Hi guys, my name is Kaya. I'm a yoga instructor with Ohio University Campus Rec, and today we're going to be doing a short little yoga warm-up consisting of just a short movement to get our bodies awake and then a few sun salutations. I know that since we're all stuck in our houses, it can be hard to find the motivation to get moving, so I find that doing a few sun salutations in the morning or any time in the day can just help get my blood flowing, help get the breath tuned in, and then I can go into whatever other movement, or sometimes that's just enough. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and can use this as a source of stress relief and movement, much needed during this time. So let's get started. We'll start today in child's pose. Bring our knees as wide as the mat, or even a little wider. Big toes come to touch, and then you can walk your hands out forward until you can rest your forehead on the mat. And start to sink your hips back towards your heels. Reach the fingertips out long in front of you. And just start to settle in here. Start to tap into the breath. Start to notice the sensations in your body today. Sending your inhale to any areas that are experiencing tightness or tension. And then use your exhale to settle in, to melt into those areas, to really arrive on your mat. Draw your inhale all the way down into your belly. Let the belly drop down towards the mat. You can open the mouth nice and loud. Sigh out the exhale. Just a few more rounds of breath, just like that. On your next inhale, come forward to a tabletop pose. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. Root down through all 10 fingers into the mat. We'll just find a gentle spine stretch here. So we'll inhale to cow pose, drop the belly towards the mat, look up. Exhale to cat, arch the back towards the spine, send the gaze towards the navel. Good, 2 more just like that. Inhale to cow, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, cat, pull the shoulder blades away from one another. Inhale, cow, breathe into the opening in the clavicle. Exhale, cat, tuck the tailbone up and away from the mat. Good, inhale, come back to your neutral tabletop. Walk the fingertips just a few inches forward, again pressing down through all 10 knuckles. Tuck the toes, exhale, send the hips up and back for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If this is your first down dog of the day, you can take some gentle movements, maybe pedaling out the feet, rocking the hips side to side, anything that feels good here. And slowly find stillness, sinking the heels down towards the mat, pressing down firmly through all 10 fingers. Come back to your belly breath. Inhale inhale to send your gaze towards the top of the mat. Exhale, gently tiptoe your way up to the top of the mat, feet at hips distance apart. Find a generous bend in your knees. Reach for opposite elbows and let the head hang heavy, ragdoll pose. Again, here, any motions that feel good, maybe a sway from side to side. You can straighten one leg at a time if that feels okay. Each exhale, sink a little lower. Rock your weight forward into your toes. Exhale to release your fingertips down towards the mat. Maintain that gentle bend in your knees as you inhale, sweep the arms out and around. Stand tall, Tadasana. Hands reach up by the sides. Exhale, drag the thumbs to heart center. Hands at prayer. Let the gaze fall closed. Just take a moment to recenter here, reconnect to your breath. Feel your weight pressing down into all four corners of both feet. Find that gentle bend in the knees once more. Inhale to sweep the arms out and around. Reach up towards your ceiling or the sky. Exhale, open arm twist. Sweep the right arm behind you. Keep the left arm in front. Send the gaze back to look at your right thumb as you keep your hips square towards the top of your mat. Inhale, back through center. Hands reach tall. Exhale, open arm twist. Left arm sweeps behind, hips stay square. Inhale, back through center. Lift up and out of the low back. Exhale to goalpost the arms, gentle back bend, just stopping wherever the spine asks you to stop today. Inhale, back through center, tall spine. Exhale, reach the arms out and around. Gentle bend in the knees as you forward fold with a flat back. Come all the way down, let the head release. Inhale to a halfway lift. Hands can come to either the mat or your shins or even your thighs. Wherever you like, you can find a flat back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe here, one big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Press the hands into the mat. Step back to a high plank. Don't worry, we won't be here long. Shift forward onto your toes. Slowly lower all the way down to your belly, hugging the elbows into your ribs. Untuck the toes. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale to peel the chest and chin off the mat. Baby cobra. And the little test I like to do here is see if you can lift your hands off the mat and stay where you are. And if you can't, that might mean you need to come a little bit lower. So we're trying to work into our back strength here rather than our arm strength. Good, root down through both hip points, the tops of the legs to the tops of the feet. One more big inhale here, grow taller. Exhale, release the forehead down to the mat, tuck the toes. Inhale to lift up through tabletop. Exhale to send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 cleansing breaths here. Good, on your next inhale, look forward, come onto your tippy toes. Your exhale travels you to the top of the mat. Feet can stay at hips distance, or if you like, you can heel toe your feet together so that the toes touch about an inch between the heels. We'll inhale to a halfway lift. Find that flat back. Exhale to your forward fold. Release the head, release the neck. Gentle bend in the knees as we inhale tall, Tadasana. Reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, ground down through both feet, recenter. One big breath here. sweep the arms out and around, lift the ribs off the hips. Circle the left wrist with the right fingers. Inhale to lift up and out of the low back. Exhale to gentle side bend. Send the hips to the left as you reach over to the right. Breathe into that area right underneath your left ribs. Inhale back through center, tall spine. Switch the grip, left finger circle the right wrist this time. Exhale to side bend over to your left. Right hip shifts to the right, kind of counterbalance here. Keep working the right side of the heart up and open to the sky. Inhale back through center. Exhale, create a little hammock with your hands by interlacing your fingers. Drop them behind the nape of your neck. Inhale to lift up and out of the low back. Exhale to gently lean back, gentle back bend using your hands for neck support. Inhale back through center. Exhale, forward fold, gentle bend in the knees as we fold with a flat back. Inhale to your halfway lift, create length. Exhale, plant the hands in the mat, step back to your high plank. Shift forward, lower all the way to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale to lift the chest off the mat. This time we will press a little bit of weight into our hands, so we can come a little bit higher than our baby cobra. Start to work into our back flexibility just a tad. Squeeze the inner thighs together, activate through the legs. Exhale, release the forehead, tuck the toes. Inhale through tabletop or high plank. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll do one more round of our sun salutation A with another variation, and that'll be our warm up. So let's take 2 cleansing breaths here. Inhale to come forward onto your tippy toes. Exhale to travel to the top of your mat. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Release over the legs. Ground down through both feet. Inhale to rise, Tadasana. Reach up tall. Exhale, the hands rest at heart center. Let the gaze fall closed. Recenter to the breath. Inhale, sweep the arms out and around. Reach up tall. Exhale, let's take another side bend. Circle the left wrist with the right fingers. Reach up out of the low back. And exhale to the right. If you like, this time you can drop your right hand by your side. And reach up over the left ear with that left hand. Good, inhale back through center, engage the core to bring yourself back up. Exhale, either circle the right wrist with the left fingers or drop the left hand to the side as you side bend to the other side. Breathe into the side body here. Inhale through center, arms reach up tall. And this time we'll find a Kali Mudra in the hands. Interlace the fingers and release just the thumb and the index finger. Then again, inhale, lift up and out as tall as you can. Very slowly exhale, follow your fingers as you draw a line on the ceiling up above you. Just stopping wherever your spine asks you to stop. Taking one breath here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, forward fold, flat back. Inhale to your halfway lift. Create length from tail to crown. Reach the tailbone back. Exhale, plant the hands in the mat. Step back to your high plank. Lower all the way to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale to a cobra. Or if you like this time, if your back is feeling open, you can press all the way up into seal. Straighten the arms. This time we'll keep the legs on the mat as opposed to in upward facing dog where we'd be lifted. You can stay passive in the legs here. Just keep reaching up and out of the low back, rolling the shoulder heads away from the ears and pressing down into all 10 fingers. Exhale to slowly release, hug the elbows in towards the ribs. Tuck the toes, inhale through tabletop or high plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here. And on your final exhale, drop your knees to your mat. Find child's pose. So from here, you can move into whatever stretches you may, that may be calling to you, or any other movement practice that you may have, or you can just end your practice here. The Surya Namaskar A's, the sun salutations, are a great way to just get the prana, the life force, flowing in the body, to get us moving, to get those endorphins flowing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this will help you. Feel free to do this every day or as often as you need. And I look forward to seeing you guys back. Make sure you check out our virtual live schedule and all of the other instructors' awesome postings on this page. Thank you guys. Namaste.